And here to give you that memo is the co-founder and CEO of Vexl, Petrášová.
My name is Lea. Today, I hope to inspire you to think twice when you will be buying and selling Bitcoin next time. And I prepared this presentation in a kind of participative way, so I would very much appreciate an actual participation, otherwise it will be super lame, right? So let me get to know you a bit. By the show of hands, who is like a complete newbie, who never purchased any Bitcoin, just came here wandering around? Show of hands. Okay, we have a couple. And the rest of you, do you have Bitcoin? Who ever purchased or sold any Bitcoin? I'm moved. All right. And I see some like good grounds for the participation that is coming now. Okay, I will ask question and you will scream at me, okay? You don't have to worry, it won't be on you won't be recognizable on the stream. So, when you purchased or sold that Bitcoin, how did you did it? Which means? Okay. Vexl, I heard that. Vexl, yeah, don't spoil the presentation, please. We heard local Bitcoins, yes. Let them rest in peace. What else? Exchanges, I heard. What? Yes, ATMs. Anything else coming to your mind? BISC, yeah, decentralized exchanges. All right. Centralized exchanges was probably the one that I heard the most. What did you like about it, or what sucked about it? KYC, yes. What did you like about decentralized exchange? Centralized exchange. It's pretty fast, yeah. Convenience is definitely a thing. Let's look at it a bit closer. Well, the problem with exchanges, yes, they might seem convenient, but we really give up an immense amount of sensitive information about us. And this data is practically impossible to control once you give it up, right? This is something that maybe users don't really understand or don't really think of. And when you think of it, for an affiliate of $10 or referral code of like 15 euros, you're actually giving up such a sensitive information about where you live, where you're staying, where you were born, your ID. And, well, these entities actually trade this information. They hold it, they trade it further. And also, another major problem with these entities is that basically they are creating these huge databases of people, Bitcoiners, who either had a Bitcoin and sold it, or didn't have it and purchased it. That's very, if you think about the consequences for the future, it's very troubling. If you don't believe me, this is one of the biggest entities like this out there. I highly recommend everyone to go and read through their terms and conditions and really see for yourself what you are allowing them to do with your data and with the data about your purchase or about your trade. Well, decentralized exchanges. What did you like about using decentralized exchanges? This is, again, the participative part, so I, again, expect you to participate. Well, I can improvise the whole thing, but it will be much cooler if you could actually, give me something. So what did you like or what you didn't like? Tell me. UX, yes. Stipik, thank you. At least. UX, yes, quite challenging, yes. What do we like about decentralized exchanges? Custody, yeah, you mean escrow, right? That is, yeah. Yeah. Fees, yes, thank you, thank you. Well, I guess we covered almost all. Liquidity, not great, right? Usually, when you want to use these services, you already have to have some Bitcoin, which is a kind of a mindfuck. You know, you are going to, or you are trying to buy Bitcoin, but you have to have Bitcoin. This is like, so for the escrow, typically, there is a problematic reputation model, right? What I mean by problematic reputation model? Well, you get connected to a counterparty, and you don't know, and there is no way how to verify this identity of this counterparty. And it might be someone that maybe has 5,000 successful trades. And his rating is 4.8 stars out of 5. My point is, that does not necessarily mean that this trader is also good for you. And also, it doesn't give you any kind of security that the following trade won't be a trade with someone from Financial Intelligence Office, or it won't be someone who will just rug pull you, right? Other problem with the verification of the counterparty is the credibility. You know, typically, when you connect with someone from the other side of the world, you can't really meet and hand over the cash, right? Usually what you do, you ask for some kind of online means of payment. But what do? You actually connect yourself, again, indelibly, with someone in the other side of the world via the banking system. And forever you will have this link that you send money or you received money from someone, and there is no practical way how to verify who this person was. And this person might be an amazing trader, and it might be a nice person, and it might be a good person. But you cannot know if he was not selling weed in Singapore. And if he will be prosecuted in Singapore for something that would be totally cool to do here in Prague. You will forever have this link with this person, and you will forever be flagged across the whole banking system out there. And it's very, very common that your account will be terminated, suspended, and your funds will be withheld by the institution where you sent or accepted the payment from. Unfriendly user experience. Well, these services are often for desktop. Well, so it's quite inconvenient. I don't carry my desktop around all the time. And while we are speaking about this, just like random print screen, I mean, you can get used to it. There are many tutorials and so on. But the thing is, you cannot, if your aunt wants to purchase or sell her Bitcoin, you cannot send her here, you know. She won't get it, or your grandma or your mom. Okay, who has ever bought or sold Bitcoin via ATM? Yes, and the rest, why didn't you? Yeah, there is not one in your city. You're not selling your Bitcoin? Yes, there we have a hero. Okay, what did you like about the ATM? Okay, guys, now you have to scream a little bit more, but I appreciate the participation. Anonymity, yes, yes. Very fast, yeah. ATMs are generally a great way to buy and sell your Bitcoin. You come there, you scan a QR code, you're good to go. Well, but they come with certain set of drawbacks. They are not actually widespread. Who here is from a city that has Bitcoin ATM in there? So that's roughly 50%, and the rest would have to commute. They have low limits. Well, try and sell like, I don't know, 3,000 euros. When there is big volatility in the Bitcoin network, they tend to turn off the service because it's not really profitable for them to keep on operating. And, well, they are prone to regulation. If I'm correct, the latest information I have, it was in Germany, there was 50 ATMs for 80 million of German citizens. In Slovakia, most of the service providers left the market because of the dilettante regulation, right? It's very easy to regulate this kind of service providers. And probably the biggest problems for user is that they typically have very, very high fees. So this is a print screen from Coin ATM Reader. And these are, well, 2 ATMs, random ones from city center of Prague. So fees by 16%, which is outrageous, if you ask me. A sell 5%, also not really friendly. And or the other one that has a fee or 6%, but has a limit, right? So not really great. Well, so what can we do about it? I heard, well, you probably know what's coming. Let's speak about Vexl. How many of you here ever Vexled? Okay, I didn't see this coming. All right. We are getting shorter time, so probably I will just jump on why is it the best way how to obtain or sell Bitcoin ever. It's a mobile app. For those who don't know, Vexl is a mobile app that gives its users a simple, accessible, and convenient way how to trade Bitcoin as it was intended. Peer-to-peer and without KYC, right? And when I say as it was intended, I mean intended not by me, but Satoshi Nakamoto, right? And who does not know this, just go and check the very first sentence of Bitcoin white paper. And for those who don't know what the peer-to-peer and without KYC means, peer-to-peer means from one person to another, you know? Like no one in the middle, no escrow, no financial institution, no third party, no one, you know? Just you and the fella. No one in between. Peer-to-peer, face-to-face, friend-to-friend. In Vexl, we connect you with the counterparty, and this counterparty is always only someone from the circle of your friends or contacts and contacts of their contacts. So you have the second-degree connection, which, if you think about it, really grows the network very fast, like the network of possible connection in such network. And if you really think about it, these are people you can really trust because, well, knowing someone in person or having people in common is the best possible reputation you could ever think of, right? There is no better way. Your reputation in the real world is something we keep building the whole life. We cannot just rug pull someone. We don't want to be called names among our friends, right? And if you think it's not going to work, actually, let me remind you of this little thing called 6 degrees of separation. And there's a theory that says that every 2 people on the planet can be connected via 6 degrees, like through 6 people. What does it mean without KYC? As I said, you're meeting your counterparty. Well, I have requisites. You need this, right? And you need this. You meet, you do your thing, and you leave. No traces left, right? No one knows about this trade, not even us as a service provider. There is no digital trace after your trade because you'll use cash and you use a wallet. That's it. Your own wallet, your own cash. To show you how it looks in practice for those who cannot understand, it's like super easy. Go through onboarding. You need basically any kind of nickname, for your friends to recognize you, right? And a phone number, so we can verify you're not a bot, that you're a real person. We take you to a marketplace, and you don't know who these people are, but you know that it's always someone you know or someone you know knows, right? And you can request this offer. This is actually from Live app. So this is someone from Vienna trying out Vexl, would love to acquire Bitcoin the way it was supposed to. You request it, and we take you into, and if the counterparty accepts, we take you into end-to-end encrypted chat, where you can agree upon the trades, upon what you actually want to do and how and when. If you are not sure about the identity of the counterparty, you can actually ask them to reveal themselves. And if you are still not sure, you just ask that common friend, because you always know how many of the common friends you have for this particular offer, and also who these people are, right? And if you really think about it, you always know in which social bubble you're moving. So there is no way that someone could impersonate, you know? There can be some agent provocateur, or there could be someone who is trying to rug pull. And if you compare it to, for example, exchange, this is how it looks like. This is what we ask, and we keep it all encrypted, peer-to-peer, end-to-end encrypted. We keep it all private. We keep it all separated. We can never access it. We can never reach it. We cannot do anything about it, compared to any kind of exchange out there, what they are asking for you. And I don't think this is right, what they are doing. This should not be normal, you know, because you are buying Bitcoin, you are not buying an island, right? Today, I wanted to inspire you to think about your Bitcoin purchases and the consequences that these purchases might have. And I'm not saying that you have to go immediately and install Vexl, right? And just use this. You can go to a local meetup, you can trade there, you can ask around, but maybe, you know, think twice before you send money to the other side of the world, or you give up all kinds of information that can be misused, stolen, or sold. Why I think Vexl is the best is because it's easiest. Because we can provide you the best possible reputation that is out there. It's the reputation you build the whole way, and the innovation, the whole life. And the innovation we are bringing to the table in the Bitcoin industry is basically the fact that we manage to bring the reputation that you have in the real world, that the best reputation you could ever possibly get, into an app. And that's it. We have like 1 minute for maybe 1 or 2 questions. So if we, yes, but yeah, over here.
Having friends is a requirement for using the app. Having friends is a requirement for using the app. What if we don't? I mean,
then I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I think if you go to your next local meetup, you can definitely make some. It's not about meeting friends. What is amazing about our friends, I'm pretty sure you have full contact list, and it's people you know or you met. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be friendly with someone to tell that they are actually credible. What is beautiful about Vexl, that's something that was not mentioned, is the fact that the common contact does not have to be on Vexl, and when you are asking them about the reputation of the counterparty, you don't have to tell them like, oh, I'm going to be, you know, Vexling some Bitcoin with this person. Can you tell me if they're like a bit of a dig or not, you know? So you can just like ask about the reputation. It's like basically Tinder, you know? You can ask about like you would be asking a common Facebook friend about the counterparty before a date. You don't have to tell them why you're meeting them. Maybe very, very, very fast, last question.
Is there any protection against flagged coins? You know, there are chain analysis.
Yeah, everyone is worrying about flagged coins. Well, what is beautiful about Vexl? Markets solved it. You can usually on Vexl, you can, if they are flagged, you can get them with discount. If anyone here has some flagged Bitcoin, I'm buying, right? If I were you, I would not worry about flagged Bitcoin. Flagged Bitcoin is literally a first world problem. Flagged Bitcoin means that the address is on some list in the first world. In Africa, no one will care, I promise you. I would worry about the flag fiat and being flagged around the whole financial system and having the reputation with all institutions you can think about as being a drug dealer or a customer of a drug dealer. All right, guys, thank you very much.